What is your sexual marketplace value? Are you before the wall or are you after the wall? When you are danger zone,
Danger zone!
the danger zone is near wall and after wall. 30 years old, you are the wall. I don't care if black don't crack. You're still over 30. You're past the wall. What is your SMV? What is your wall status? The older you get, the more competition you have. You have more competition because there is a woman turns 23 every day. You got more competition, and you happen to be older and more set in your ways. So the likelihood of you getting what you want becomes far more the exception than the norm, and the probability drops. Why is this important? Because if modern women really, really, truly moved in the dating world like reality, in line with reality, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. If I was Thanos and I could snap the reality stone, and now modern women were really moving in the open dating market in line with their actual sexual marketplace value as men are judging it, we would have nothing else to talk about because you ladies would come into the marketplace in good faith, already knowing that you have to compete for the kind of man you hope to marry you. You would know that unless you're in the top 10% of all female earners, you will not make enough money to live on until you die. That means a man is not an option. He is a requirement. I love this show, Why the Last Man Standing, because you see a world without men, and you're starting to see how women will really move. And even in that, that show was canceled, by the way, because it became so freaking woke and so over the top. The reality is, ladies, you have been told that you don't need men. Well, fine. If you don't need men, why are you even watching this content? Why do you care what men think? But the truth is, gentlemen, women care deeply how men think. And so many women have simply moved themselves out of contention for the kind of man they want. And they have so much ego that they cannot accept the kind of man that they actually qualify for. They think they are settling for you. And they don't realize that you, as the average man, would be doing her a favor. Why is this important? Because I understand not all men are going to achieve high value status. 10% of men at best, the top 20% of men who want to get into the top 10%. But but because I am a man and I advocate for men, I stand up for my guys. And I posted this the other day. I posted this the other day. Oh man, y'all like, man, these face apps and filters are from the devil. I posted a age down picture of me. Wow. Young people's attitude towards marriage is changing, and here's why it matters. Compared to other groups, more young adults view marriage as old fashioned and out of date, although more than half agree that it makes for better family and children. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a young man, if you're under 30, if you're 35 or under, you shouldn't be worried about marriage anyway. And honestly, I'm going to might do a show on Thanksgiving. Is marriage for average men? Because I honestly do not recommend marriage for, uh, I don't want to say that. And I want to back off of that. You ladies need to understand the way Big Mama and them and your mama and your grandmother and all they did the world,
Execute Order 66.
the way women have dragged men through the mud, to where is there any honor in being a stepfather these days? I have not heard a woman make a good case for it. There's an honor in being a stepfather, and the risk is on the men's side. So, if you're going to have children, if you want to have children in a legacy, that means marriage is becoming an increasingly elite institution. But I want you ladies to hear from the young women, from the women's side and the men's side. I don't hear women saying they want to marry average men. So if you're an average man, what are you to do? Marry a group of women who don't want you? One of the worst things we can do as men is to be with women who don't want us. I've been in that position too. I have simped. I have done stuff. I've been in the friend zone. I've done all that kind of stuff. And I will tell you, gentlemen, don't do it. Never do that. It's never a good idea. I said it 2 weeks old. Stop trying to win women over. And see, that's the beautiful thing about becoming a high value man. You don't have to win women over. You deal with the women who show interest in you and want to get on your program and are proving their worth to you. See, you had to work to become a high value man. You don't have to work for a woman. A woman has to work for your last name. She has to work for your ring. She has to work for your commitment. And this is the shout out to Coin Brown. This is the Dulo twist. This is the game because we grew up in Disney and when we were told that it was us that needed to do the other. That's why they hate these channels. They hate the channels where we start telling men, no, 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 no. If you have made yourself in the top 20%, top 10% of men, the rules are different for you. The rules are different for you. You're special. I'm talking to my Henrys over here, my high earners, not rich yet. I'm talking to my men who are confident, intelligent, and assertive. I'm talking to my hit squad, my Henrys in training. You are special. You are different. You deserve everything that the world has to offer and more because you are a leader or a future leader of industry and the world. It is men like you that give the rest of the world meaning. You're the future job creators. You're the future CEOs, the future executives, the future congresspeople, the future leaders. You are the men that make the world possible. And you deserve better than just what average women think you deserve. Nope. See, if we were 500, 1,000 years ago, men in this category would have damn near been royalty. Well, now, whether you were born into the monarchy or not, irrelevant. You would have been an earl, a duke, nobility. You would have been your modern day nobles. Thank you. You are modern day nobles. How Samuels confers the off House Samuels confers the rank of House Henry. You are a member of House Henry. Thank you very much. Move through the world like you belong to House Henry. I don't care. I ain't looking in the chat room. I could care less what women are saying about it because they do. Most women do not want you moving this way because it puts them squarely in a position where they got to compete. It puts them squarely in a position where you have options, you have leverage. Well, guess what? Why? Because it's your turn now, gentlemen. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. And when winter is here and you are high value, you are in that top 20%, top 10%, you have options, you have leverage. Use them for your benefit. Oh, I know the women are losing their minds right now. That's right. House Henry. What do we say? I've said it on my Patreon. I love the Game of Thrones. And I've said it before. If we had a mascot, he would be Tywin Lannister. I'm going to steal this from Tywin. Lions don't concern themselves with the opinion of sheep. Now, see, what you want is the women who are getting excited by hearing this kind of stuff. What you want is women who like men who exert themselves, who do this kind of stuff. The women who are saying you're misogynistic and who hurt you and your mama this that. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They ain't attractive enough to date you no way. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Stop it. Who hurt you?
I got beans, greens, potatoes,
You
tomatoes,
don't like her
lamb, rams,
mom.
hogs,
You're
dogs,
gay.
chicken,
Don't.
rabbit.
You can walk faster than she can run. Just keep on walking. Shirley can't catch you. Her gout gonna flare up in a minute. Don't worry about it. Keep on going. Keep going. Keep walking on that. Keep on walking. Keep on moving. And the beautiful thing is, once you pass 30, the light will come on. But at age 35, and the gray starts to come in and such and so forth. But when you hit that golden age of 40 and you realize, the world is yours at 40. Because now you're still young enough to make decisions, but you're wise enough to understand the decisions you should make. See, these are things that high value men know that modern women don't. And the problem was we never had a way for men to tell younger men this stuff unless it came from father to son or through generations. We never had a way for men to tell women this is how men think, act accordingly. Ladies, understand something. I left the chat room open today for not just members, for subscribers. You know why? Because the men who fall in this category don't care what you think about this stuff. We don't care. We don't care because this is how we're going to move anyway. And we'll deal. And once you throw your temper tantrum and stomped off whatever, we'll deal with what's left because what's left is choosing to be there. If you don't like it, cool. You don't have to like it. Pick Misha will still be around, but pick Mishas get picked. We like pick me's. We like pick me. I call them mammies now, which is opposite. We like all of those things. Y'all can run off to your channels and your girls groups and call us all gay and cool, great. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. They're gonna go Black Friday shopping and buy each other gifts. I'm telling you, 2022 self improvement is sexy. This is the last year. A lot of pick Mishas and a lot of House Henrys will be alone. They're finding each other because the women are slowly starting to say, you know what? I'm good with it. Oh, all I gotta do is stay fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and then I got some. Oh, what? Uh huh. Oh, okay. Yoga, Pilates, be sexually active. Yeah, not play games. Oh, yes, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Guys, there's always a method to my madness. There's always a method to my madness. And the method is, ladies, you are now on the men, you're now in the men's area. You are free to leave. You're free to leave if you don't like it because understand something. I'm going to go ahead and tip it into the next thing. Let's rock this on down.